deception and envy, solitude, sacrifice, Page of Swords, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and your chakra card is the Throat Chakra. The first card that jumps out to me is Deception and Envy. Perhaps this is what is holding you back. Maybe you're envious of others, envious of others' situations.